Hello, Kinder friends. We are going to be making an artwork inspired by the artist Henri Matisse, who is known for his paper cutout art. We're going to be starting today with geometric shapes. Geometric shapes are shapes that have straight edges and corners, so things like triangles, rectangles, and squares. So we're going to use rectangles and squares today. And we are going to use our glue stick to fill our paper with these rectangles and squares. When we put them on the paper, we don't want them to go off the paper, but we want them to fit so that we can see some of the black paper around all of our colors. We're not going to put shapes on top of each other, but rather we're going to put shapes next to each other. So I can pick 5 or 6 different shapes and arrange them on my paper so that they are not touching but have a little bit of space between all of them. Then I'll use my glue stick to glue them down. To open my glue stick, I need to take off the yellow cap, and if my glue is already up, I don't need to twist it, but if it's down, I'm going to need to twist it up so that the glue is visible. Then I will just, like I'm coloring, go all over my square and then flip it over and glue it down. I will do this with all of my squares. So after I've glued down my geometric shapes, I can choose from the organic shapes. Now I've already drawn out shapes that you can use, so you're gonna pick at least 3, but you can do more if you want to. All right, so once I've picked out some shapes that I like, my job is then going to be to cut them out. So I'm going to try staying close to the black lines on my paper. Now I don't have to do it perfect, but I want to try and do as best I can. So when my shape turns, I'm going to use my hand to turn the paper so that I can keep cutting. Okay. So if you make a mistake, it's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to be gluing it on the opposite side so nobody will see if you make a mistake. Okay. So now I'm ready to glue. Do you see how I can see some of my leftover lines from where I cut? I don't want to see those, so that's the side I'm going to glue on. I'm going to put the glue on the same side that I cut on. So I'll put the glue on. And then when I flip it over and glue it down, I'm not going to see any of my pencil or pen marks from where I cut it out. They're going to be hidden. So even if we don't cut it out right, you're still going to get a really cool shape if you glue it like that. So you'll do that with all your shapes, and then you're just going to glue them. They can go on top of your squares, across 2 squares. You can put them wherever you want on your paper, but they do need to stay inside the rectangle of the paper.